Hello everyone, welcome back to another one of my videos. This video, as promised, is the space/orbital elevator. So let's get into it. In order to create it, we kind of have to work with the Oasis creation kit with homeostasis systems, very important. And then working with BCN manufacturing in order to create enough safety for the tension lines to make it possible to do. So down here we have a profile view. It's not my greatest drawing, but imagine donut shape, inflatable sides, turbines, or like engines of different sorts depending on the height it's at. And then if it's like in more outer space, like more potential for debris, then we create like a shielding area. And then here's kind of like a top down type of view of the donut shape, like different turbines around the exterior, the different lines around it, and then like the elevators for public and industrial. So I was kind of thinking like whether or not it's necessary, I don't know, but 8 lines of BCN, boron carbon nitride, try to get it to be length of like the CN Tower or so. So like 1,000 feet more or less would be kind of, I guess, doable, hopefully. And going from there, obviously using high altitude wind turbines slash stabilizers to stop it from shifting around a fair bit. It's either that or like lots of people are with building very tall buildings, like doing lines going up on all sorts of sides of buildings to stabilize. But my idea is to work with flexibility to a certain amount, and yeah. So I'm thinking each of these can detach from each other if necessary for safety or like link up. We went over their donut shaped. I was thinking maybe like 4 elevators because just one elevator going up and down, I mean, it's doable, but kind of seems like a waste. So it'd be better to have multiple going, especially if there's certain situational. Individual power generation slash guidance or hive mind. So I was debating whether or not it'd be worthwhile to have like people operating it or having like AI and other stuff help out with the guidance and stuff like that. If we treat it like old fashioned Zeppelin planes and whatnot, I was like, well, do we put like little shops and stuff or like have where someone could buy like a residence if they wanted to be a part of a massive project? Whether or not any of that will happen is not yet decided. So yeah, that's a bit of how like it'd be easier to fix them. Say if there's like certain turbine problems or the gas inflation for keeping them afloat, which would probably utilize certain gases of the Oasis creation kit. Obviously, safety top priority. Probably don't smoke in certain areas. That'd be a smart idea. So my idea was building from the top and bottom to the middle to make it relatively easier to deal with. And talked about the debris protection wall in outer space for the upper levels. It could have, like, say, arms or nets, like, shoot out or, like, grab debris or whatever. That might be problematic. Or maybe if there's, like, electromagnet, maybe if it's, like, debris that's metallic, it can, like, get bumped away or whatever that way. If it's, like, an icy meteorite or whatever, like an asteroid or something, maybe like some sort of thermal, perhaps. But if it's like made out of BCN or other type of really strong materials, then maybe it won't be as bad to deal with. So for the elevators, I know a lot of people were thinking like attach like onto a cable line, like going up or down. I was thinking maybe try to get like a maglev or like a hypertube kind of attached to it to make it like super quick for getting up and down, and obviously incorporating really nice safety into it slash flexibility for getting off at, say, maybe different levels or just situational anyways. And going down from there, Stellar Blade style passenger slash public theme kind of for the elevator. So it's like if we're putting a lot of money into this type of stuff, if that's maybe what it ends up as, or unless we find a way where because of building it, it becomes extremely cheap. Getting like a nice little couple of elevators being fancy dancy for the public wouldn't be too bad. It'd be nice to try to get like the sizing of the elevators to be large enough to really move like a large amount of people or product up and down. And so, yeah, the industrial side be kind of bulkier, more industrial looking for the commercial business stuff, mainly focusing on getting lots of important stuff up and into outer space. So if I worked away at this properly, problems, material tension breakdown, atmospheric wind shear, orbital space debris, and mechanical climber friction got addressed and solved. So what that means is like the material tension breakdown relates to the lines being of a material that can handle it. And like a lot of people are like, oh, we got to make like one long solid line. And I'm like, do we really need to make one solid line, or can we make several individual ones? And then that way it helps out. And then atmospheric wind shear, that's like the I'm blowing around. So that's where like the turbines and stuff, it goes, yeah, wind tries to push us this way, but we're, bumping back so it stays more properly positioned. It's a lot of computing to definitely keep it in the right position. Orbital space debris, we already talked about that. And the mechanical climber friction was addressed with the maglev style of going up and down. Obviously, there's a lot of experimenting because no one yet has fully made orbital elevator, but if we at least start the process, we can fully figure out what works really well, what doesn't, and just keep evolving and adapting. So that's my video. Thank you very much, and have a good